You know something? I love it whenever an intriguing speculative story finally makes good. In defiance, by the way, of all the short sellers always betting against it, just look at Exact Sciences, EXAS, the company that's come up with a non-invasive way to screen for colon cancer that's about a zillion times more comfortable than getting a colonoscopy. Colon cancer is the most preventable form of cancer. Polyps can take a decade or more to turn into actual tumors. But unfortunately, it's also the least prevented form of cancer because for a long time, the only way to detect it was by having a doctor stick a tube up your butt, then spend hours snooping around inside your large intestine. Believe me, take it from me, no fun. And that's where Exact Sciences comes in. Their Cologuard test is very straightforward. You take a stool sample in the privacy of your bathroom and mail it to them, and then they do a DNA test to see if you're at risk. It's not as accurate as a colonoscopy, although it's pretty darn close. And there are millions of people who skip their colonoscopies for them, and Cologuard can be a lifesaver. Now, there have been a lot of doubters here, but the doubters keep being proven wrong. 16 months ago, this company was a $5 stock. Now it's at 38 and change. Monster 187% gain just for 2017. Latest quarter was stunning. Company delivering 226% revenue growth with very strong full-year guidance. Earlier this week, United Health, perhaps the most important insurer in the firmament, and the last major holdout, agreed to cover their test. And that's it, okay? Among the major insurers, they're all going for it. So can the stock keep roaring? Let's take a closer look with Kevin Conroy. He's the chairman and CEO of Exact Sciences to get a better sense of how his company's doing, where it's headed. Mr. Conroy, welcome to Mad Money. Good to see you.
Yeah,
have a seat, Kevin.
Great
Good to see you.
Here.
Okay, fantastic. Now, this is a big change. I had mine, I'd have to tell you, 10 years ago, my doctor says, listen, you got to get in. There is a sense that you kind of don't want to know. But you have a series of commercials that make you feel a little better.
Yeah.
And it's not about not wanting to know and ignorance. That's bad. You're saving lives.
Yeah, you know, the thing about the Cologuard test, it's for the first time easy and accurate.
Right.
And that's really a big deal. And the peace of mind of getting a normal result. You know, I have 3 daughters. I just got a normal result a month ago. That makes me feel really good. That peace of mind is critical.
Okay, now let's talk about the fact of the United Health came in. I've always United Health from the 80s. They're the gold standard. If United Health wants it and says it's good, I even regard them as more important than the government. The government's a big payer, obviously.
Yeah.
What were the negotiations like, and did they have to pay full price because everybody else was already in? There was no reason that you had to give them a big discount, was there?
Yeah, so, Jim, we can never talk about any negotiation or pricing. But I will say this. Our philosophy, we've stated this often. Pricing, if you're trying to effectuate the mission of eradicating colon cancer, right, you have to have fair pricing, but it also has to be consistent. Medicare is the largest payer,
right, and
we don't think that anybody should get a better price than the government for this, than the taxpayer for this test.
And you're sticking by that.
This has been our general principle.
Okay.
I don't see us ever moving from that.
Okay, that's important because the short sellers are saying they gave away the deal to United Health, and I come back and say, wait a second, a colonoscopy is $2,000 versus $500. This thing's right almost all the time. The system saves money. There's no reason why any insurer, even one as great as United Health, would necessarily not want to do this at $500 if it costs $2,000 otherwise.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right? My logic makes sense.
Your logic makes perfect sense. And when we set out to develop Cologuard, we had 2 things in mind. Help save lives, because 50,000 people a year are dying from colon cancer, and the numbers aren't changing. And secondly, help save money. Right. Cologuard costs about $500 if you're insured, which 9 out of 10 people are now insured.
Right.
And that's a big savings from colonoscopy, which is anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000.
Right. Now, you have things in the pipeline for lung and pancreatic. Any timeline? Because it would be huge to get something on this.
Yeah. This is really exciting. The same technology that powers Cologuard, this advanced technology that finds cancer DNA in a stool sample, we're now showing proof of concept of detecting lung cancer from a simple blood draw. Right. Liver cancer from a simple blood draw. Now, this is early data. Right, because I know
we had now, Sinvenio came on, and they made a deal with Mount Sinai, and this guy's doing this. Yeah. That's a competitive environment.
It is a competitive environment, but there are 2 aspects of this environment. There are some people who are developing tests to help guide the right cancer treatment. Right. We're all about early detection. Right. And our technology is less expensive than some of those other technologies that guide treatment, enabling us, we believe, over the long run, and I want to stress this, over the long run, to be able to offer tests that detect cancer early.
Okay, well, this is important for me because I think you have under-promised and you have over-delivered. But there's some people who say you'll never be profitable. And I don't know how that could be if you've got a pipeline and you've got something that is offering the system a great bargain and offering people peace of mind.
Yeah, we think they're wrong.
Right.
And that is, I think what some people are trying to do is distract us. And there have been a consistent number of people who are...
That's actually true, you know that.
Yeah, and hey, that's okay. They're allowed to try to make money off of this, but what we're focused on is the 80 million Americans that are at average risk for colon cancer that need to get screened. Half of them today aren't getting screened.
No, look, I put it off. The last 3 times my doctor said, when are you coming in? When are you coming in? That's Kevin Conroy, Chairman, President, and CEO of Exact Sciences, which we do believe in. The symbol is EXAS. United Health came in. There's nobody left. That's the most important one. Mad Money's back into the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.